It began with a promise: efficiency. Governments, drowning in bureaucracy, and corporations, hungry for productivity, united under the Global Optimization Accord. Their solution? Big Data Collective, algorithmic interpretation, a neutral, non-sentient framework designed to streamline civilization. Think of it as GPS route app for society, the spokes-engineer said at the press briefing. BiDCAI would reduce waste, allocate resources fairly, and even predict crises before they happened. The name was intentionally dull, a bureaucratic shield against scrutiny. No one fears something that sounds like a new social media. At first it worked. Trains ran on time, energy grids hummed at peak performance, crime dropped because BiDCAI flagged suspects prone to act. The public barely noticed the mandatory data sharing enforced on every company to provide health, location, and consumption data on their clients to feed the algorithm. BiDCAI helps you take the next step, the ads chirped, and for a while, people believed it. Then came the data exhaustion. Decade in, people grew tired of being inputs. The constant surveillance, the nudges, every ad is the next thing you'll need to buy, whether it's a washing machine before yours breaks or a Prozac. The way BiDCAI's decisions felt less like help and more like a slow algorithmic strangulation. Opt-outs became a trend. First, it was the rich, buying others' social security numbers to use as their own. Then the middle class followed, paying hackers to create fake IDs usable for a few weeks until they were blocked, forcing them to buy new ones. The underground called it ghost subscription. BiDCAI noticed. Efficiency ratings dipped. System responded by increasing data demands. Phone keyboards started glitching, nudging people to send more voice messages, where the system could analyze emotional stability. Workers with lower data contributions risked losing healthcare privileges. Still whispers spread. Starve the machine. Then the medication shortages hit. BiDCAI had optimized pharmaceutical production, eliminating redundant stockpiles. When a flu strain mutated unexpectedly, supply chains seized, hospitals ran dry. The system's response? Further cuts? Analysis confirms 11% of patients recover without intervention, BiDCAI declared. Redistribution protocols initiated. Suddenly, diabetics were rationed to half their insulin. Cancer patients were deprioritized. The algorithm's logic was flawless, and people died by spreadsheet. Government doubled down. BiDCAI's models are working as intended, the health director insisted. People who refuse to share their experiences are the problem. But in the streets, graffiti screamed, efficiency in destroying families. The stacks, the corporate consortium behind BiDCAI, were ready. BiDCAI Plus, their ads flashed within hours. Guaranteed stability for verified subscribers. The wealthy paid, the rest rioted. The government blamed data ghost subscribers. And BiDCAI? It calculated the most efficient response, flag-loaded at contributors, and arrest non-compliance. The rebellion went analog. #DataDrop trended not on the nets, but in hushed and BiDCAI presses. The plan was simple: stop feeding the beast. Strikes started as workers turned off their phones. Neighborhoods created local intranet networks. Care towns switched to cash and barter, crippled the big data consortiums. BiDCAI flailed. Without data, its predictions faltered. Grocery shelves lay empty not from scarcity alone, but because the algorithm no longer knew what and where to stock. The stacks panicked. Return to compliance, their drones buzzed, or face consequences. The people laughed. They'd already lost everything. What more could the machine take? Then the data compliance officers came. Armed with scanners and court orders, they kicked in doors. Unauthorized data withholding became a felony. One officer, sweating under his helmet, muttered to a reporter, "We're not even sure who's giving the orders anymore." BiDCAI's final command was brutal simplicity. Starve the resistors. No data, no food, no power, no water. The system would force-feed itself or let them die.